All right, namaste and welcome. So let's talk about this word AI. It's everywhere, right? On the news, in our WhatsApp forwards, it's just unavoidable. But what does it actually mean for us, here in India? Well, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to break it all down, super simple, just for you.
So I want to start with a question for you, just a simple one. Do you think your phone could ever be smarter than you?
Okay, but here's where it gets really, really interesting. What if I told you that, in some ways, it already is? No, seriously, think about it for a second. How on earth does YouTube know exactly what video you want to watch next? Or how does Google Maps figure out the fastest way home even before you check the traffic? Well, that hidden brain, that sort of invisible assistant, that's exactly what we're talking about today. That is artificial intelligence. All right, let's dive right in. So what are we really talking about when we say AI? You can forget all the complicated jargon you've heard. The main idea is actually surprisingly simple. At its absolute core, AI is really just about one thing: making computers do things that normally need a human brain. Stuff like understanding what you're saying when you talk to it, spotting your friend's face in a photo, solving a tricky puzzle, or even, and this is the big one, learning from experience.
I love this analogy. It makes it so clear. Okay, think about your regular chai stall, right? You go, you give your order, you get your chai. Simple. But now imagine a chaiwala who's powered by AI. This guy, he remembers you, like your adrak chai with less sugar. He knows you probably show up around 4 p.m. He might even say, hey, the new samosas are hot, I think you'll really like them. See the difference? One just follows instructions. The other, it learns, it predicts, and it personalizes. That is AI.
And this is a great way to see how it all fits together. So think of AI as the big idea, the whole umbrella. Now, underneath that umbrella, you've got machine learning. That's the engine that makes everything work. It's the part that actually learns from all the information it gets. And then there's a really special part of that engine called generative AI. This is the new, super exciting creator part, the one that can make brand new text, images, and even music from scratch.
Okay, so if machine learning is the engine, how does it actually work? How does a machine learn? Well, the method, the whole seekhne ka tarika, that's what makes it so incredibly powerful.
It's basically like a 4-step recipe. It's that simple. First, you feed it tons and tons of data. Think of those as the ingredients. Then, the computer just sifts through all of it to find patterns and connections. From those patterns, it starts to learn and get smarter. And finally, based on everything it's learned, it can make a prediction. Or, a really, really good guess.
Let's make this even simpler. Okay, imagine you're teaching a little kid what a dog is. You don't give them a list of rules like it has to have 4 legs, a tail, and fur. Nah, that's not how we learn. You just show them lots and lots of pictures of different dogs, right? A tiny Pomeranian, a big German Shepherd, a friendly street dog. And pretty soon their brain just gets it. It learns the pattern of what a dog is. That is exactly how AI learns. Not from rules, but from thousands of examples.
Now I know what you might be thinking. This all sounds a little bit like science fiction, doesn't it? But the crazy thing is, this unique assistant, it's already working for you. Literally, from the second you wake up to the moment you go to sleep. And most of the time, you probably don't even realize it.
Just look at your day. When you wake up and your phone unlocks just by seeing your face, that's AI. When you're driving to work and Google Maps somehow finds a shortcut around a huge traffic jam, that's AI predicting traffic patterns. That spam filter that keeps your email clean, the suggestions on Amazon that are just a little too perfect, and of course, the movie Netflix is begging you to watch tonight. Yep, it's all AI, working quietly for you in the background.
And right here in India, it has become such a huge part of our daily lives. Every time you make a UPI payment, there's a smart AI in the background working to spot potential fraud and keep your money safe. When you're scrolling through Swiggy or Zomato, it's an AI suggesting what you might be in the mood for. It's even trying to predict cricket scores now. It's just everywhere.
Okay, so AI is powerful and it's everywhere. Which brings us to the big one. The question that I know causes a lot of tension for people. And that is, what about our jobs?
Let's just get right to it. Is this technology a friend that's here to help us, or is it a foe that's going to replace us? Look, it's a completely genuine concern, so let's just tackle it head on, right now.
This is a really good way to think about it. It's not about man versus machine. It's really about what each of us is best at. See, machines, they're incredible at speed, processing massive amounts of information, finding patterns, doing the same thing again and again without getting bored or tired. But as humans, we've got something special. We have common sense, empathy, creativity, and this amazing knack for adapting to totally new situations. And those are things machines, well, they really struggle with.
So the whole point, the really crucial thing to get, is collaboration. The goal isn't to compete with AI, it's to work with it. Just think about this for a second. A doctor who uses an AI to help them spot the early signs of a disease in a scan, signs the human eye might miss, that doctor becomes a better doctor. It's a tool, a seriously powerful tool, sure, but one that can make our own skills even better.
So where does this leave us? What does all this actually mean for our future? What could this new morning, this Naisaba, really look like for India if we have AI as our partner?
Honestly, the possibilities are just genuinely exciting. I mean, imagine an AI helping doctors in the most remote villages detect diseases way earlier than before. Imagine it helping farmers get real-time data on their crops so they can get a better yield. Or what about creating a personal tutor for every single student in the country, one that's perfectly matched to how they learn? This is the kind of practical, positive future we can actually build.
And this vision, it's not just about big corporations in the cities. It's about a future where this incredible technology becomes a tool for everyone, a tool that can empower the farmer in their field, the student in their classroom, and the small shopkeeper in their local market.
And listen, if there's one thing you take away from all this, let it be this. AI is not some giant wave that's just happening to you. It is a tool that is available for you to use. Understanding it is the first step. And once you understand it, you can start using it, taking control, and making it work for you, for your family, and for your community.
Because this is really just the beginning. Ye to sirf shuruaat hai. The world is changing, and it's changing fast. But just by understanding the basics, you are already one huge step ahead of the curve. So please, stay curious, keep learning, and thank you so much for joining me today.